Hey guys, Tad here from Attack of the Killer podcast with a new Patreon exclusive bonus video for our YouTube channel. It's been a while, feels like it's been a long while, but it probably hasn't been as long as I'm thinking. But as always, thanks for subscribing. I see we have a new subscriber, a new patron, a new attacker, and we really appreciate coming on, watching our videos. If you like what you see, comment below so that we know you're watching. We see, when people watch, how many views, but we don't know who's watching and what they think of videos. If you find these things super boring or absolutely hate them, let us know, and I'll keep making them because I don't care. But yeah, it's October. We're here. This is being filmed towards the end of October. It might be released, I don't know, sometime in November, because we actually have quite a few videos coming your way. We've all been busy. This is the busiest time of the month for horror fans. With Halloween season, everything is happening all the time. I've been crazy busy, but that's good because I've gotten to see the other guys at Halloween Palooza. At this weekend, I got to see Jason and Mike. They came and showed their movie Collapse at my theater, and Jason came the next night for an event I threw called Carrie Prom, which is exactly what it sounds like, a Carrie-themed prom party with a screening of Carrie. But yeah, I'm here not for any of that stuff, but I finally got something that I pre-ordered long ago. I've been waiting for it forever. It feels like it's been a long, long time. And I finally got it, and it's something that I've wanted for years, and I can't believe it took this long to get made, and I'm very excited, so I'm just going to get to it. I got NECA's Halloween 2 Ultimate Michael Myers action figure, and man, I've always thought it'd be so fantastic if NECA started making the sequel Michael Myers, and I thought it would never happen. And I think it's sort of by, I don't know, this bad situation right now that, or certain circumstances sort of led to this happening, which works in my favor, not so much NECA or other collectors, because they, if you go back, and see the other video updates they put out, Laurie Strode, they've put out the 2018 Michael, but people were clamoring, put out an Ultimate 1978 Michael Myers, original Nick Castle version, and NECA's being honest, and they're saying, Trancas and the Akkad family, they want too much money for the license, which is fair. It's only worth it to them if they're going to make money off it. I understand how that works. But luckily for me, I have the original version, and I have, I'm looking at them now, I have 3 of them, because I have the one that came with the box set the night he came home with Dr. Loomis. I have the one that goes under the bed sheet, and then I have the one that came with the little child Michael Myers. And so those things fetch high dollar now because they don't make them. It's been probably 10 or 15 years since those things have been made. So they are hard to find, very expensive, so fans are clamoring, they want an original Michael Myers Ultimate action figure, and NECA couldn't do it. So what they did, Halloween 2, because of the success of Halloween 1, Universal Studios financed Halloween 2, so it's a Universal picture, which makes licensing a little bit easier for them because they work with, a big studio like that, no problem. They can probably get the license way cheaper for Halloween 2, and I'm stoked because I already have Halloween 1. I have 3 of them, so give me a Halloween 2. I want a Halloween 4. They're putting out some Halloween 3 figures out, I think, at the beginning of next year, which is stupid timing. It should be out right now. But, dude, Dick Warlock, this movie, to me, is right up there with the original. Fantastic. So to have an actual Ultimate Michael Myers from Halloween 2, I never thought it would happen, and then when it got announced, I couldn't pre-order it fast enough, and then my pre-order took forever. This thing has been out in people's hands for over a month now. I'm finally getting it. Your standard box. I love the classic poster art. They have it on both spines with their logo, and then the back has pictures of the action figure, which I won't show too much of until later because you got to see the action figure. So, bottom we got the credits. Kyle Wendricks worked on this. Love that dude. He always has some of the best sculpts. He's a sculptor, an artist. Does a great job. So I'm just going to open this. This is my first viewing of it in person. And very excited for this. This is so cool. A Dick Warlock Halloween 2 Michael Myers. So there we are in the package. Try not to get too much glare, but he's gorgeous. And there's a picture on the inside, just your standard NECA Ultimate action figure boxes. And sort of like the 2018 Michael, they have a bit of a stretch to make this an Ultimate, but this is actually, they had more merit for this one. It comes with a hammer, which he uses, you know, and the security guard at the hospital hits him in the back of the head with the claw of the hammer. Totally gnarly. He has the syringe, which he puts in right in the side of Nurse. He has the scalpel, which you know that he uses in the back of Nurse Karen, lifts her up as her shoes drop off in an iconic scene. And the classic butcher knife, the L-Rod. Also comes with the Halloween 2 opening credit pumpkin, which goes with the Halloween 1 pumpkin, which I have. Again, I have like 3 or 4 of those things. And then comes with the blood tears from the end of the movie. If you haven't seen Halloween 2, spoiler, Michael gets shot in the eyes. It's really sort of stupid, but it's a classic scene. And then the Ben Tramer head, which is really cool that it comes with that. Not quite, I don't know, not exactly accurate, but really cool that it came with him. Obviously, it has the bullet holes all over him because he's been shot 6 times. They shot him 6 times, as Dr. Loomis says. And he comes with a pair, 3 different separate hands so he can hold his different weapons. And you know me, I'm going to dig right into it. Already ripped the box, cool. Doesn't matter because, you know, oh, that's cool. The back of the box behind him. It's hard to see in the package, but when you have it here, it's probably going to be hard to see with the glare, but it's, you know, hospital hallway. Haddonfield Memorial Hospital, which is, you know, making a return in Halloween Kills, which is being filmed right now. Okay, let's get this bad boy clipped and out of his clamshell so we can see how this is in person. I've seen a lot of pictures of him, and final production piece is a little different than what we were sort of promised in the pictures. He had a lot more weathering in the prototype. His mask was a little more white with dirty smudges. Just here's a sort of good look at what the prototype looked like. You get a better look, and then here's what we got, which still really cool, very accurate, but just not quite the same as what, and that's very typical. That's not really a complaint. You sort of expect that. It's a prototype for a reason. It was, you know, hand painted, and these are mass produced compared to the prototype, which is a one-off. So, yeah, I mean, they probably, just looking at it, they probably used the same body, maybe with some tweaks. They've probably reused this body with the jumpsuit for Roy Jason Part 5, and for the 2018 Michael. But this is a little different. It seems like, because he has the bullet holes in his chest and that kind of stuff, but they definitely repurposed the boots and probably the arms, that kind of stuff. He has the wear and tear, the battle wounds on his back too. But this is really cool. It's the Dick Warlock head, which, if you think of just being like a weirdo, Dick Warlock was the actor who played Michael Myers in Halloween 2. He was a stuntman. And the mask in the second movie is the same mask that was used in the first movie, but obviously first one was filmed or released 78, second one was released in 81. So you have those years of wear and tear on the mask, plus it being taken off, put on, shuffled around. And, you know, ever since the second one, they've used a new mask in every movie. And I just love the look of the mask in Part 2 because it's dirty, it's grimy, it's weathered. The hair's losing its color, so it's sort of blonde, but it's matted down and gross, like an animal. I don't know. It's just very animalistic. And Dick Warlock has that Hey Arnold head that's like shaped like a football. So he has like the prominent cheekbones that push the mask out, and his head's shorter. So the mask pulls this way, which makes the eyes squeeze down and pull this way, and it furrowed the brow and sort of made him look more pissed. And I always love that look. And you could actually, compared to the first movie, you could see his eyes in some of the scenes. Pops that collar, Just such a cool look. Let's see some of these accessories. We got the Blood Tears head, which you have to include in this because that's such an iconic scene and an iconic look. I mean, when you, like, Trick or Treat Studios made the mask, and when I was, just getting into collecting, I would always buy the masks. But it looks really good. It looks like, side by side, it's the same exact sculpt. They just have some red paint on it, which it should be. I can't really blame it for that. It should be exactly the same because it's the same mask. And you can see he's got the blood tears, from the scene where Loomis shoots him in the eyes. It has absolutely perfect aim. What a sort of stupid scene. But then we got the Ben Tramer head, which I guess part of me, and I've never been like this, but part of me, just because this comes with it, wants to buy another one of these, maybe a 2018, and put the Ben Tramer head on it, just because I want a Ben Tramer action figure too. He's sort of the Roy Burns of the Halloween series, and what I mean by that, if you haven't seen Halloween 2, Ben Tramer is a kid that Laurie Strode has a crush on, and he ends up getting killed by the police because they think it's Michael. Loomis says, "He's over there, shine the light, he's over there, get him." And here comes walks out in the middle of the street like a dumbass on Halloween with a police car parked here, an ambulance and a police car, and they smush him in between. It explodes and he burns, and they check the dental records, and it was Ben Tramer. And strangely enough, when you think about that scene, he's wearing a Michael Myers mask and the coveralls. Apparently, that was just a popular costume in Haddonfield before anyone knew, because it takes place the same night as Halloween 1. So, I don't know, man. I mean, Michael apparently stole his mask from the hardware store, and maybe they had another one with blonde hair, because that's what, Ben Tramer's mask sort of has, the crazy blonde hair. In the movie, it's almost more spiked up, and the mask almost in the movie looks metallic blue, sort of. But what people are doing with this is sort of cool. I've seen some customs already. The hair is a separate molded piece, so they're popping that off with hot, water or a heat gun or something, and they're popping the hair from the Halloween 2 head, this guy, or the Blood Tears, whichever one they want, and they put that hair onto this head, and they put that head onto this body, and they have an accurate Halloween 1978 Michael Myers, which I don't need, because like I said, I've said it 3 times that I have 3 of them. I gotta check this accessory out. I probably will not pop out the weapons quite yet, because I don't need to lose those in the carpet right away. But this accessory is really cool. It's the pumpkin from the Halloween 2 opening credits. It plays the theme, not this thing doesn't play the theme, but the opening credits play the theme, and it slowly zooms in, and, it cracks open and reveals there's a skull inside. And this is really cool. Pretty creative. So, once again, it's a pumpkin. In the opening credits, it slowly splits apart and reveals a skull inside. Now I want to watch Halloween 2. I love that movie. Okay. I guess I'll pull these out because they're not even taped in. Got a little hammer, a claw hammer. Got the serrated Elrod knife. Harold, what'd she say? You want mayonnaise on your sandwich? Mustard on your sandwich? Which they played homage to in the new Halloween. And then we got the syringe, which, this phone will not zoom in on this stuff or focus on it, but. And then we'll see if I can not lose this. A scalpel, which is really, really fragile and delicate, but that's pretty much his weapon choice throughout the movie. And I don't think I can just do this because you don't really need to see, but they have different hands. One just a standard open hand, one it looks like that would hold the scalpel, one that holds the knife or the hammer. I'm thinking the one that's in his hand actually holds this. Looks like it holds the scalpel. They don't look all that different. I feel like they just put a bunch of hands to justify. But yeah, that's the Halloween 2 Michael Myers, Ultimate Michael Myers. I'm so stoked to have this guy, so I can put him up in my collection. NECA, well done. Please, with the sales of these, please make us a Halloween 4, Halloween 5. I want them all. Even like the 4 different Master and H2O. I'll keep buying them. I would love a Halloween 4 and 5 and 6. Just keep making them, and I'll keep buying them. That's my video review this week. I'm pretty long-winded on this kind of stuff, but the sculpt is great. The paint app is pretty damn good. Could use some more flesh tones in the neck on the paint job. I don't know if I feel like the prototype had that. Yeah, the prototype for sure had more of the flesh tones and that, and a lot more weathering. But it's something I could easily fix with some, acrylic paints. It wouldn't be too bad. So, yeah, this thing's awesome. Go buy it. You can get it just about anywhere now. I don't recommend big, bad toy store. I love their selection and prices, but they take forever. This guy just got to me, and people have had theirs since September. He barely made it to me in time for Halloween. So, I'm sure they have it in stock now, so it won't take you long. But if you see him out in the wild, pick him up. He's a great buy. He's a really cool action figure. And that's my review. Thanks a lot. See you next time. Thanks for your support, as always.